Viewmasters, it's the podcast that we do. Viewmasters, talk about movies that we view. Viewmasters, my friend Eric and me, Joe. Viewmasters, hey, let's start the show.
Hey, welcome to the Viewmasters, episode 347, Fast Five. My name is Eric.
My name is Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Vroom vroom, Eric.
Vroom vroom, Joe.
How are you?
I'm good.
Fantastic.
I didn't want to open up the show that way because that's your thing. I didn't want to feel like I was just stealing from you.
Not at all. No, we're a team. We're a family.
We are family.
Yeah.
That's why we go to the Olive Garden.
Hey, Eric, how the hell are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah. No, at Olive Garden...
Your family.
But I think when you go to Olive Garden, like, people who are not typically family are family when they are there. I think that's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah. Or it means the waitstaff are your family.
Yeah. I've worked at an Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I was definitely not anybody's family.
Okay.
Well,
Was it before they had that slogan?
No, they had that slogan. But also, I'm reversing that now because, you know, there's definitely members of my family that I hate.
Sure.
And it was like being around all the members of my family that I hate.
Oh, so it
It
was like you were family.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And I am talking customers, I am talking wait staff, I am talking kitchen workers, just everyone.
So all the food comes in bags, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No, at least not in 1997 or whenever that was.
Okay, so they were making stuff fresh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh is a strong term.
They weren't making the pasta on site.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just curious.
Yeah. Honestly, I never paid too much attention. I saw a lot of people grilling shit, so, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Chicken and whatnot.
Yeah. And the bread was fresh. You know.
Nice. Yeah. Good bread.
Yeah.
Good breadsticks.
Very good breadsticks.
Yeah. Oh, Fast Five. The Infinity War of Fast and Furious movies.
Is it, or is it just the Avengers of the Fast and Furious movies?
Maybe it is just the Avengers. You're right. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Okay. Yeah.
This is the one where they pull everybody's favorites from all the previous movies. Sean.
I'm going to stop you right there. Where was Bow Wow? I know he hasn't been born yet, or whatever, in this timeline. But I really wanted to see the Hulk car again. And I have a feeling I'm never going to get to see it again.
Probably not.
It's upsetting to me.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You'll get to see much more ridiculous cars.
Excellent. Okay.
I think.
Okay.
So I have mentioned, so this is 5 is where I started with this franchise.
Right.
So I've seen all of them from this point on.
Yeah.
But I should also mention that they all kind of ran together to me, and I did not remember most of this movie.
Okay.
Or the rest. Except 10 is a little more fresh.
Sure. I did not realize that this movie was the one that introduces The Rock.
Yep.
I may have thought, or maybe I just didn't know what this one was. Because I know Jason Statham is coming as well.
Yes.
Maybe that's the next one. I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Definitely by 7, I think he's there.
Okay.
Because Hobbs and Shaw is after 8.
Okay.
I think, so
gotcha.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember that this was the one with The Rock. The only things I knew about this one going into it, or that I remember going into it, is that it picks up immediately after 4 ends.
Yeah.
And that it was, and I was 80% sure it was the vault heist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise known as the Batman Forever opening sequence heist.
Who did it better?
Two-Face.
Kind of gotta
Helicopters.
Kind of gotta agree.
And he filled the vault with acid?
I believe so. Boiling acid.
Boiling acid. Oh, Harvey, you rascal. Oh. So I thought of something after we finished recording last week.
All right.
I'm really glad I have a chance to bring up again, since it does pick up immediately after 4 ends.
Is it? I hope it's going to be the same thing I was going to bring up.
I was going to bring up Dom's sentence.
Okay. All
Dom
right.
gets sentenced to 25 years to life.
Yeah.
Without the possibility of parole.
Okay.
For what? Stealing combination TV VCRs?
I mean, he committed a lot of other crimes.
I guess.
You know, possibly.
He didn't. Did he kill that one guy?
I don't know.
I don't know if I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. No.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a second offense.
Yeah.
He was a fugitive.
Sure.
For quite a while.
So they're just throwing the book at him.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the end of 4, they say that they had been. The FBI had asked for lenience since he helped them out.
Right.
But the judge was being a real dick about things.
Seriously, yeah. When are we going to see that judge again?
Right?
Yeah. They call him a hanging judge.
I mean, everybody returns.
That's true. Yeah. Batman.
Yep.
Superman.
Sure.
Others.
Yeah. Xander Cage.
the Pink Panther.
Yep.
Xander Cage. That's Vin Diesel. What? He was off doing that movie instead of making the second Fast and Furious movie, if I recall correctly.
The first XXX, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yep. Because, for a while it seemed like he didn't... he had an aversion to making sequels.
Yeah.
And now that's all he does.
Yeah. I wonder why he wasn't in XXX State of the Union.
Because he didn't want to do sequels.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But didn't he do... because he was in Pitch Black.
So I think that is like his big pet project.
Oh,
thing.
that's his thing. Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of the thing that made him a star, and so I think he feels a loyalty to that one.
Okay.
And as we've discussed, he is a giant nerd, so I feel it probably appeals to him more.
Yeah, I've never seen any of those actually.
There's only one good one.
Okay. Is it Pitch Black?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
And
There's
also,
3 of them, right?
I think there's 4.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think when I found out, I was like, how are there 4 of these?
Because I know there's the Chronicles of Riddick.
Yes.
Which I think is the second one.
I think so.
And then, isn't there one just called Riddick?
Yes.
And then, is there a 4th one? I have no idea.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm
yeah, we
now.
should check this on our pocket computers.
Yes.
Do you have yours?
I do have mine.
Okay. But okay. So I guess I didn't realize that was his thing.
I think he just feels more personal about it than any of the other things he's done.
Yeah.
Obviously up until this.
Right. Well, I mean this is the only thing that really stuck for him, I feel like.
Pretty much. I don't know if that's a video game or a cartoon.
Okay, what is it?
Riddick Blindsided.
Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe it's a short film that he made.
Could be. He's shown a tendency to do that. It is 6 minutes.
Hell yes.
There's Riddick Furia. which is in production.
He's just making fan films at home.
Possibly, quite possibly. This one's directed by David Twohy.
Okay.
Who directed the first one. So, yeah, that one's upcoming. So that is the fourth one.
Okay, gotcha.
That is coming. And then, yeah, there's like 3 animated shorts or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's his thing.
And that's just about a guy who sees really well in the dark, right? Is that what that is?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah. He had his eyes surgically altered so that he could see in the dark. Yeah,
okay.
While he was in prison.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's not Bloodsport.
No.
Okay. I don't know. Is Bloodsport surgically altered, I assume?
Bloodshot, you mean?
Bloodshot, yes, I'm sorry.
Bloodsport is the Jean-Claude Van Damme.
What a fool I am.
You are.
I am a grade A asshole.
You look stupid right now.
I know. I always look stupid. That's just my face.
But you have such a cute face.
Oh, thank you. Watch yourself. Why are you scooting closer to me?
Just trying to get better sound quality.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, we're sharing a mic.
Springsteen style?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice.
We were doing this back to back for a while. It just was not working out.
It was weird to, know you were right there but not be able to see you.
Yeah. And the sound quality was for shit.
Well, yeah. Should I take this harmonica off?
Yeah.
Am I ever gonna need this? I've been wearing it for almost 400 episodes. Or over 400 episodes.
I mean, there's still a possibility.
Okay.
I don't know, keep it close to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I can do that.
case.
You never know. Never know when I'm gonna get them blues. Oh. Fast 5. This movie rules. There are parts of this where I was like, Jesus Christ, come on. And then there are parts that are just fucking great.
Yep. So just real quick, I wanted to bring up my issue with the ending of the last movie.
Okay, yes, please. Please, I'm sorry.
Since when is Mia suddenly an expert driver as well?
It's been 5 years. You know, I mean, she does... She does everything now. She makes sandwiches.
Yep.
She drives really well. She's a tech person.
Yep.
Guy in the chair. Yeah, it's interesting. Mia just does whatever they need her to do.
Yeah.
She's a baby incubator.
Gross.
That's her role.
Oh, she is a woman.
Gross.
I mean, that should be the main thing that she should be doing.
It's true.
And same with Giselle,
right?
Whose name we still have not actually gotten.
Never say her name in this movie. What is happening? I guess not everyone gets an introduction. Like, Tej gets an intro, and Roman gets an intro.
That's it.
And that's it, yeah. So, I mean, we know who Han is.
Right.
I didn't remember who the other 2 guys were until I realized they were the guys that helped Dom escape.
Yep.
Who are, I don't know, were they just not as wanted fugitives as Brian and Dom and Mia?
I guess not.
They just went back to their lives, I guess.
But yeah, they were at the beginning of Fast and Furious as well.
Yeah. I don't know their names.
I do only because I looked at the credits.
Okay.
And their character names are the same as their real names.
Okay.
Which is Don Omar and Tego Calderon.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Oh boy, yeah, it's weird who gets an intro and who doesn't.
Right,
that's interesting.
You would think that Han would for sure.
Yeah,
but again, they're solely relying on you remembering.
Yeah.
And I guess it's because they were in the previous one?
Yeah, I guess if they were just there.
Right.
So they don't get an intro, but these two guys...
They were in the...
It was a while ago.
They were in the non-Vin Diesel one.
Right. So we have to do an introduction.
Yeah, because why would you remember the movie that Vin Diesel didn't do?
Right. But Dom never introduces Brian to Han.
Nope.
Or anyone. Dom sucks.
He kind of does. This movie is really I think I mentioned it last time. It's where the series starts to become very masturbatory about Dom.
Yeah.
And this one just goes full on in.
Yeah.
And as you pointed out last episode with Giselle, the unnamed Giselle.
Right.
We see the moment that she becomes one of the good guys when Dom saves her life.
Right.
Because everybody gets sucked into the uncharismatic black hole of Dom Toretto.
Some people even apparently fall in love with it?
Yep.
In this one?
Uh-huh.
What? What? When they got out of that car at the end of the movie and held hands... This is out of nowhere!
Is it? Did you not feel the sexual tension?
No! Dom and Hobbs have more sexual tension.
Did you not feel the chemistry?
What?
Between Dom and, what's her name?
I don't remember her name! and Brazilian beat cop... / translator?
Yep.
We never see her translate anything.
Never. Everyone in Brazil speaks perfect English.
Oh my god.
Or at least when they have to speak to an American.
Right. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, I want to go back just for a moment to the introductions of Tej and Roman to Dom.
Yeah.
Like Brian introduces Tej, and then he introduces Roman, and there's this weird stare down. I feel like between Dom and Roman, it's almost like Dom is saying, "Oh, you're the other guy.
Yep.
You're his non-me friend." I don't approve of this.
It's who Brian replaced Dom with.
It's so weird. Also, I feel like even at the beginning, the relationship between Brian and Dom is still a little strained.
Uh-huh.
It's never great in 4, and then it's still not super great at the beginning of this one. Until he finds out that Mia is pregnant.
Yep.
And then suddenly they're brothers.
Yep. The family.
They are family. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It happened real fast.
Yeah.
I guess I also don't know what the timeline of this movie is. How long has it been since the end of the last one? How long does it take?
They don't really say, clearly Mia and Brian are starving and destitute as they've driven to, I guess they're still in Brazil. The whole movie takes place in Brazil, for the most part.
Yeah, which we know thanks to the 3 establishing shots
of
the Jesus statue, which has a name that I don't remember.
Yeah, me neither.
So, yeah, thank you for making sure we knew where we were film.
There were 1 or 2 times where they show the city, but not the statue.
It's true.
And I got very scared.
Oh, I know. It's hard. It's hard without, X-Files style city names and stuff like that to know where things are happening.
Time and location also would have helped,
I would take a date and time every now and then. Yeah. It would at least help me understand how much time has passed.
These movies are always very fluid with their timelines, though.
Yeah.
Because at least they don't have to rebuild any cars in this one, which always feels like it's a job that would take a little while.
They do rebuild a car. The cops rebuild a car in this one.
A car. That is right.
And they're like, this is going to take a while. And then, I don't know, 20 minutes later, they're done.
Yeah.
It was a plot rebuild. They needed to get that done quickly.
For no purpose whatsoever.
Well, it was to figure out what was stolen.
Sure,
Which they could have figured out by just inventorying the parts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of unnecessary work being done in this movie.
Yep.
During the train heist, when Dom drives a car off of the train and then is going to save Brian, who is dangling from another car that's hanging out of a train, a train car earlier. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I commented, I think, while we were watching, like, this is so unnecessary. Like, Brian could have just dropped off and rolled on the ground and been fine. You know, based on the rules of this movie where no one dies.
Everyone.
In a horrible bus crash.
Everyone is indestructible.
Yeah.
Except Vince.
Except Vince. You know what? Fuck him. Fuck that Nazi bastard.
But he has a little black baby now. He American History X'd himself.
He must have. He's still got the tattoos.
He does. So yeah, Vince from the first movie shows back up.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite.
Right. I had actually forgotten that he was in this movie until you just mentioned it. Because he serves no purpose. I guess he is there to...
He's fodder.
Exactly, he's fodder. He is there to get Brian and Mia the train job.
Yep.
And to bring them and Dom back together. And then he is there to come back later and die in the line of whatever.
He's also there to be a red herring of sorts for betraying them.
Yeah.
And to be kicked out of the family.
Yeah. No one betrayed them, right?
No, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
When did he betray them?
He was
going to steal the chip. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was... I guess because he knew what the job was.
Yeah.
So then they didn't know. So I guess that's a betrayal.
Yeah.
But it's not like he turned them over to the crime boss, whose name I also don't remember.
Reyes.
Reyes, thank you. Yeah, I forgot it was the most generic name you could come up with.
Sure.
But yeah, I guess that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely didn't trust him at all.
Well, sure. You never did.
Yeah. But especially when he came back and saved Mia from Reyes's guys.
Yeah,
that felt like a setup.
And Dom is again very forgiving. Yeah. Everybody is very forgiving and very trusting of everyone else.
Yeah.
And also, you get 8 strangers together, and they all get along famously.
Yeah, that was another thing too. They're all family.
Yep.
And that leads me to believe they've been around each other for a long time. But I don't know.
Right?
I don't know how long it took them to, was the vault that they ordered on back order? How long did that take to arrive? Where are they getting the money to buy a fucking vault? Oh, they probably used a credit card, assuming that he would be able to pay it off once they stole $100 million.
Maybe they stole a credit card.
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for whoever they stole that credit card from.
Well, sure. There are no victimless crimes.
It's true. Not even piracy.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Yeah, this movie is equal parts Fast and Furious action movie and Ocean's 11 heist movie.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Same.
Yes.
Also, as I think we've discovered by talking it out, it's a little bit nonsense as well.
It's utter nonsense. A little bit.
This movie, I've got my suspicions.
Okay.
Might not make any sense.
It might be silly. It might be so silly.
So as I said, I don't remember specifics from future movies.
Yeah.
But this is the one where you gotta start paying attention to shit.
Okay, good to know.
and also where just the silliness will just escalate from here.
Excellent. Because, yeah, I mean, then during the climactic chase sequence, Brian and Dom are driving cars towing a full-ass vault.
Yep.
8 feet by 11 feet, according to Tej.
They destroy Rio.
There is so much destruction. They are terrorists.
And I would have to imagine murderers.
Oh, they kill so many people swinging that fucking vault around.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all corrupt cops, except for maybe the people in that bank and all the other people along the way.
In the streets, people in cars.
You could argue, though, that they didn't do that. The vault did that.
I remember in the early 2000s, I think it was Joe Quesada, said that the Hulk, when he goes on his rampages, doesn't actually kill anybody.
Interesting.
Because Bruce Banner, there's just like a small part of him left that can sort of geometrically figure out where to go to avoid crushing or killing people as he is destroying things.
That's interesting.
And I've thought of that while they're driving through the streets of Rio.
You really needed a Hulk car.
They really did. It's like, oh no, they've got it figured out then where they can swing the vault around and not kill an innocent person.
Yeah.
No, they fucking murdered people.
Definitely.
This was Man of Steel levels.
I mean, the fact that allegedly, when they break Dom off of the bus which flips over multiple times in the air, the fact that allegedly no one died?
Yep. Everyone's fine, even the driver.
What? What kind of safety harnesses were they wearing? Because whenever I've ridden on a school bus type bus, there's no fucking seatbelts.
Yep. Well, this is a prison bus.
That's okay.
It's been souped up.
Maybe they're all chained to the floor, and that's what's holding them in place.
Sure.
A few, scrapes and bruises, but nothing too terrible.
Right.
Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, that was really special.
Oh yeah, also the other people in this movie who are not indestructible are Hobbs' team.
Right, yes. Oof. Hobbs himself, fine.
Yeah, for the most part.
But the rest of the team are mere mortals. Whereas he is Black Adam. Of course.
Of course. I still remember watching Black Adam with you.
Yeah.
In the scene where he gets turned back into a mortal, and he's just a slightly less tougher version of himself.
Right. He's still the fucking Rock.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Although not in this movie, he is just Dwayne Johnson.
That's right. Thank you. Apologies. Oh, the fight between Hobbs and Dom, in where were they? In a garage?
Yeah, and then the Furious Gang's secret hideout.
Yes. How was that such a terrible fight?
Because no one was allowed to lose.
It was so bad. Like, at one point they had matching cuts on the sides of their faces. Like, this is what's agreed upon. I will allow this amount of blood to be shown. And then there was the point in the fight where they're, like, in the darkened rooms, and all you can see is just two bald guys fighting each other, and I couldn't tell who was who. Yeah, it was bad.
So, I mean, we have learned that these movies are real bad at distinguishing characters from each other in certain action sequences.
Yeah.
Such as the police car race.
Yes.
They're all driving the same identical car.
Yeah. So, we need to talk about the racing in this movie.
There's precious little.
It's fucking non-existent. They go to a street race at one point to get a car. And I'm like, yes,
here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Right?
And then it cuts to after the race and they've got the car. Fuck you! Fuck you, Justin Lin!
This is the movie saying to you, we've outgrown this childish bullshit.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes.
No, I still want my fucking street racing.
You got one?
That was bullshit! These fucking morons, they've stolen 4 police cars.
Which I think they only used 2.
I think the other 2 they painted black. I think those were the cars that they were using to tow the vault.
All right.
Yeah. Because they had, I think they had, the grill things on them.
All right.
But yeah. They steal these cars, and you would think, okay, we stole these cars, we should probably be careful. We should probably just head back to base and
sure.
And not draw any attention to ourselves. These fucking guys decide to have a dick measuring contest right there. It was so frustrating. Oh, Han, you know better than this.
He does.
Or maybe, he's younger in this than he is in Tokyo Drift, so maybe he hadn't quite learned yet.
He still feels like the most reasonable of the team.
He does. Yeah. I like the Han Giselle sort of love story. Yeah. I thought that was nice. Actually.
It is nice.
Yeah, they have, I feel like, genuine chemistry with each other, and they're decent actors.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was nice.
I mean, I'm going to say Han pulls off most of it.
He does, definitely.
Because Gal Gadot is fine.
She's just being herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think literally, because...
yeah, the backstory for Giselle...
Yep.
is basically Gal Gadot's backstory.
Yep. But yeah, I was waiting for you to see that relationship.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna be so pissed. Oh, I'm excited. Because I know Han has a pre-death death coming up.
He does.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad. Oh, I can't wait to see Wonder Woman kick the shit out of the transporter. I think that's the main big thing that I know is coming eventually in the series is that Jason Statham kills Han.
Yeah.
So, spoiler alert for anyone who's watching these movies along with us. But also, you already saw Han die in a fiery car crash.
It is true.
Yeah, so he's fine.
And also, I'll be honest, I'm surprised that you don't know more, considering just I know you've had to have listened to all the How Did This Get Mades.
I listen to them, they talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
But it hasn't stuck with me at all.
Okay.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
That's good.
I'll probably go back and listen to them after we've finished.
Sure.
But yeah, because they've done 5 or 6 of these movies.
I think they started with 5.
Okay.
And, have kept up with it.
Yeah.
And maybe they went back to one of the old ones?
I know they did the very first one.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has not stuck with me.
All
Other
right.
than the Han, the Shaw kills Han thing.
Sure.
And then Han comes back. Again, spoiler alert, listeners. Oh, man. Yeah. This movie is, that's great. It's a mess, but it's great. There's almost too much going on.
There's a lot happening. It's a long movie.
It is a long movie.
So, like I said, this is the first one that I had seen, and I loved it from the jump. But upon rewatch now, I think I like 4 better.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask how you feel about it now that you're, you have more of the baseline of who the characters are coming into it.
I think it's still obviously just ridiculous fun, but I think 4 is like an actual more solid movie.
Yeah.
Whereas, I certainly enjoy seeing the whole team come together for the first time here, and from what I remember and know and love about them, that's nice. But it felt really forced to see them in this.
Yes.
Particularly because, part of it is the Han of it all, where I don't think I knew when I initially watched this that Han was, died in the previous,
Yeah. Died in the future.
Yeah.
2 movies ago.
Yeah. Which I think I learned eventually, there somewhere.
Yeah.
It just feels a little like not as natural a progression. It's just sort of like, hey, let's just do this thing.
Basically, yeah.
Sort of get the jump on the Avengers with our franchise.
Yeah.
So I think this is 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a year before the Avengers came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But clearly when Marvel already had plans in motion.
Yeah.
And, the post-credit scenes were now a thing.
Right.
Because this has got a post-credits scene.
Yeah.
With a cliffhanger.
Yes, and
a surprise guest.
Surprise guest, yes.
And I believe her final film role ever?
Really?
I think so.
She's not in the next one?
She is not.
Oh, man.
I don't think she's in anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she is retired for the most part.
Huh.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Yeah, so spoiler, Ava Mendes comes back.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Yeah.
At the very end.
I hope she got a good paycheck for that.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
Also not introduced by name. We're just supposed to
recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you feel when you watched this the first time and had no idea who that character was?
I was just like, I like Ava Mendes.
Or who Letty was, for that matter. When you saw that picture, did that mean anything to you?
I mean, I knew Michelle Rodriguez had been in, like, the first one, at least.
Okay.
So, the ultimate reveal of it, not knowing that she is dead.
Yeah.
Allegedly. That meant nothing to me.
Okay.
But I knew Michelle Rodriguez was involved in this franchise at some
Sure.
point, so I was like, oh, okay, it's her character.
Just a teaser of some sort.
Right, yeah.
Somehow. Okay.
But did not understand the weight of what it actually meant.
Yeah, I feel like there are a few points throughout the movie where Vin Diesel tries to, like, emote and experience pathos.
Right.
And, oh man, he can't do that.
No, but he's shown in the past that he can.
I know, but not in this one.
Not
Jesus
in this
Christ.
one. No, he has stopped.
He's the worst of any of them in this one, I think.
Yeah.
Like, even just, like, the way that you can tell that he has an accent that he has tried really hard to lose. But it's still, like, it comes out more in this one that I've noticed than any of the other ones before. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to hear what his actual voice sounds like.
He is good.
He is? Okay.
That's his natural voice.
It's interesting. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just this sort of buildup of the character of Dom being this sort of benevolent center of the universe.
Yeah.
That has caused him to just not try because everything is written that he is the best.
Yeah.
And so why should he have to show that?
Yeah.
When everybody just tells you.
He is a little guy, right?
Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
He seems pretty short.
He's a short king.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the part where he's standing box to toe with The Rock at the street race made me laugh. Because, yeah, he's clearly, like, he's got to be standing on something.
Yeah.
To be eye to eye with him.
I think you're right.
Oh boy. What do you think of The Rock in this?
He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. I feel like it was, like... I don't know where this falls in his career. Like, how big of a star he was going into this.
Right.
Or if this helped propel him to be becoming even bigger.
I am curious. I'm going to look at my computer again.
Yeah. But like there are times where I think maybe The Rock is a decent actor.
Yeah, I think he can be.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this movie is one of those times.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I also feel like, he seems like at times he's trying to play against type.
Yeah.
Where he is not the superhero that he is in everything else that he's ever done.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just that he can't pull that off?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Is he Southern? I don't
the character?
No, The Rock.
No, I believe he is from Hawaii.
Is Hobbs Southern?
I believe Hobbs is also from Hawaii.
Because there are points in this where I feel like he's doing a Southern accent. There were a couple line deliveries that were like, oh, he's from the South. He's Foghorn Leghorn.
I mean,
it's very strange.
Again, maybe he's trying.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then try it the whole time. And not just one or two times. And if you try it those one or two times and you don't like it, maybe say, hey, Justin, can I get another try at that? I didn't like what I did.
So, just kind of scrolling through here.
Yeah.
Like, he had obviously was starring and stuff long before this.
Yeah, when did The Rundown come out?
The Rundown is 2003.
Oh, wow, okay, so it was a while ago.
Yeah. And he's in things like The Tooth Fairy in 2010.
Okay.
And The Other Guys, which, if you've never seen that, he's not in it for very long.
Okay.
He was in a movie called Faster.
Interesting.
In 2010.
Okay. So we're going to watch that, I assume.
And then, Fast 5, 2011. Let's see, before that.
When did Get Smart come out? 2009?
2008.
2008, okay.
The Game Plan was 2007. Gridiron Gang, 2006. Southland Tales, 2006.
Okay.
Doom, 2005. So, basically, in like a string of movies that nobody liked.
Yeah. Doing sort of run-of-the-mill action-y shit, and also family fare.
Yeah, pretty much. Then after this, he does Journey to the Mysterious Island.
Okay.
And I think that's sort of when he... Like, I remember... Oh, yeah, because G.I. Joe Retaliation comes out in 2013.
Right, okay.
And I remember him saying at one point, like, he was the franchise saver.
Okay.
Because he had done Fast 5, made that a hit.
Yeah.
And, Journey 2, and G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
So he was full of himself there. Pain and Gain is 2013. And then Furious 6.
Jumanji at some point in there.
Let's see, we got a Hercules, 7, San Andreas, Gem and the Holograms.
What? Hold on.
Playing himself.
Oh, okay.
It's when here he starts his relationship with Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Central Intelligence.
Okay.
Moana. Fate of the Furious. Baywatch.
I'm good.
Alright.
I mean, you can keep going if you want to.
Jumanji comes out after Baywatch.
Okay.
Rampage.
Yeah.
Skyscraper.
I was just curious, like, how big of a star he was coming into this.
So
like fairly, like, recognizable.
Famous, he'd been in things, but yeah, I think this is kind of the thing that broke him through to superstardom, I would guess. Yeah.
But he's the franchise saver.
He is, yes.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, because clearly we've had more Journey movies and more G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
All starring The Rock. Can I just say, I went to go see Rampage, and there was nothing more disappointed than the fact that he did not turn into a giant monster himself.
I remember you telling me that, and I was very disappointed as well. There's no other way that movie should go.
Nope.
Yeah. Or that he becomes a giant building in Skyscraper. Oh, man.
The days of Movie Pass. I miss you.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a question. I keep getting emails from Movie Pass about how they're back and better than ever.
Me too.
And I have unsubscribed from them.
Yep, same.
Yeah, the Brazilian police officer.
Okay.
She seemed like she was someone. Has she been in other stuff?
I don't know.
I know you got your pocket computer out.
Yeah.
Like she looked familiar, or like I was supposed to recognize her from things, but I did not recognize her at all.
Yeah, she just has that kind of familiar look. But I could not place her. I don't think I recognized a name or anything.
I kept thinking Daisy Fuentes.
She's definitely not Daisy Fuentes.
Yeah, I know it's not her.
What's her character? Yeah.
I don't know what her name was.
Her character name is listed as Elena.
Okay.
I just remembered her character's last name was Neves.
Gotcha.
Played by Elsa Pataki.
Oh, that name sounds familiar. Okay.
She has been in Snakes on a Plane.
Oh.
She was in Thor: Love and Thunder. As Wolf Woman.
Okay. All right. So things are going great.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else I've ever heard of other than more Furious movies.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar, but I don't. I probably in relation to these movies.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, obviously a lot of foreign language movies. But,
yeah.
Nothing major that I'd ever heard of before here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than Snakes on a Plane.
Right.
Obviously.
Everybody's favorite movie.
Oh,
never actually seen it.
I saw that in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It's alright. It was dumb.
It's what I expected.
It was exactly what I expected. It was what I wanted it to be.
Good. What about this one? Was it everything you expected?
What
did you expect?
I'm not really sure what I expected. Like, I knew that this was the one where it crosses over into the ever-expanding cartoonishness.
Yeah.
It was almost not as cartoonish as I expected, though the dragging the safe through the streets of Rio was pretty great.
Yeah.
Like, it almost... That really makes the whole movie worth it, I think.
It kind of drags a little up until that point, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it drags.
Oh.
The safe through the streets of Rio.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it does. It's a lot of setup to get to the heist. And then yeah, the heist seems relatively simple. Like, it's not as Ocean's 11 complicated as I would have wanted it to be. But this isn't an Ocean's 11. It's not a Steven Soderbergh movie.
No.
Man, can you imagine what a Steven Soderbergh Fast and Furious movie would look like? That would be so fucking cool.
I guess just as long as it doesn't have Gina Carano in it.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. I had forgotten about her.
Yeah. Best forgotten.
Yeah, I think so.
I did see Haywire, though.
I know I saw it. I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, it's kind of a generic action movie.
She was not a good actress.
She is not, no.
So, yeah. Okay.
But, you know, Steven Soderbergh action movie.
True,
so,
yeah. But yeah, no, it was really fun. And it was fun to see all of our friends again.
Sure.
And I'm glad that Tej is back, and I'm glad that Roman is back. I like their budding bromance.
Yeah, it's nice.
The Falcon and Bucky of the Fast universe. The best friends who hate each other.
Yeah. It only grows deeper from here.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked seeing them again. I liked, obviously, Hanan and Giselle.
Yeah.
The other two guys could do without, I guess.
They don't have much going on.
They really don't.
One guy complains about the other guy's negativity, and that's their thing.
Yep. One of them only speaks in Spanish, unless it's convenient for him to speak English.
Right. I liked Han and Giselle a lot.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that pleasantly. Dom's fine.
Yeah.
Brian, I like Brian.
Sure.
I like Mia.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're there.
They're there. I did like that ultimately it was the Dom and Brian show.
Yeah.
At the end.
Of course it's gonna be.
It's gonna be, yeah.
But yeah, I think, again, as these movies progress and Vin Diesel sort of checks out more and more.
Yeah.
I think you're just going to really appreciate the relationships of the other characters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the future, yeah.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it always lands on Dom being, the mega hero, so.
Yeah. I was thinking about, too, how it's, the Dom and Brian show, and just thinking about how the dynamic of the series is going to change eventually after Paul Walker dies.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see, because I know Brian doesn't die, but Paul Walker is sort of replaced with a combination of CGI and like his brother or something. So I'll be interested to see how the movies adapt to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because I'm trying to think, and again, this is me just trying to think back to years ago when I had seen them, and I think oddly there is something that gets lacking, but I think almost feel like they make up for it with just the ridiculousn's of everything else to sort of distract you.
Yeah, I mean, I know they just keep throwing people at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah. No, I'm trying to decide if I like this one or the fourth one more.
Okay.
I think I liked the story of the fourth one, like the revenge plot for Dom.
Yeah.
Was really good, but also it is a step backwards for Brian, where it's the same thing from the first one again. So,
but
yeah.
So this one better?
I think I like this one better.
All
yeah,
right.
This one felt like it had more forward momentum than the last one did.
All right. I like the fourth one better, and yeah, it is a rehash of the first one's plot of sorts, but I think it does it better than the first one did.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, and yeah, I think it's just more of a cohesive story altogether, and there was more street racing in it.
Right. That was my problem with this one. Not enough street racing, and when there was a street race, it was stupid.
Yeah. But I think this one is a lot of fun, and it definitely ranks up there among my favorites. But I think I like 4 slightly better.
All right.
And of course, obviously, everything is better than the third one.
Well, of course. 2 is still my favorite of the series so far.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, I like 2 a lot still.
Yeah.
I was at my job. Once a month we have an exterminator come in to spray. And I don't know when it started, but now, like, every time he comes in, he asks me, like, about movie recommendations or whatever. And, I work at a church, so I can't really tell him. I just watched sort of a softcore porn horror movie the other day that I really enjoyed.
I mean, you could.
I mean, I could.
He's not affiliated with the church. He's just an exterminator.
True. But I was like, oh, well, me and my buddy, I didn't mention a podcast or anything like that. It was like, me and my buddy, we've been watching the Fast and Furious movies. And he just kind of had this blank look on his face. And I was just, was like, yeah, I kind of gave up on them after the third one. And I was like, oh, well, the third one's terrible. But it really picks up again. I would highly recommend you go back to 4 and, check the rest out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know how he does.
In a month when he comes back.
Excellent. Us being me and the listeners.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a good time.
It is a really good time.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
Anything making you happy this week?
I wouldn't say happy, because it's still a sign that I'm kind of just fucked right now. But I had to rent a car.
Yeah,
and it's nice not to have to rely on people to come out here to the middle of nowhere to pick me up or drive me around, to be able to do what I need to get done on a daily basis, like go to work under my own power.
Yeah.
And if I need to stop at a grocery store without asking friends for favors. So not necessarily making me happy, but it's nice.
I mean,
to be independent again for a second.
Independence is a very, very valuable thing.
Yeah. I will say, and you saw it when you pulled in. So I have spent 30 years of my life driving compact cars and sedans. And when I reserved a rental, I asked for a compact, also because it's the cheapest one.
Mm-hmm.
They did not have any. And I walked away with a truck, like a full-size truck.
Mm-hmm. It's a beast.
It is massive. And it is a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have not driven in like a month. So driving for the first time after that long, and the first thing I'm driving is this massive beast that I can barely control, was a lot.
Yeah. Can definitely see that.
Yeah, I have trouble getting into it. I have trouble getting out of it. I have trouble parking.
It's almost like you didn't make things worse. You just gave yourself a new set of problems.
Yep.
Really, I guess that's life, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess lateral moves are all I can hope for at this point in time.
Well, I'm glad you're able to get around on your own. Also, happy to give you rides.
I appreciate all your help for the last couple of weeks, and we'll probably need it again soon.
I'm good with that. I enjoyed the drive. It gives me some good podcast listening time.
That's good.
So yeah.
What's been making you happy?
Oh boy. I've been pretty down for the past week or so. And at the end of one particularly down day, I was like, I don't want to think. And so I put on a movie. I have resumed my watch of the Mission Impossible series. I put on Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
All right.
And it was great.
Yeah.
And then I put on the next day. I was not as down, but I was still like, I want to watch more Mission Impossible. So I watched Rogue Nation, and I fucking loved Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I thought it was great, and I know you just watched it too. I was curious to get your thoughts on it.
So yeah, you texted me apparently while you were watching Rogue Nation,
right?
That there is a lot of drifting.
Yes, yeah. Tom Cruise drifts like a boss, not a king.
No, not a king.
But he's drifting all over the place during the car chase sequence in that movie.
So yeah, I think we talked about this once before. But yeah, over the summer I started rewatching the Mission Impossible movies. And I made it through Ghost Protocol when I stopped.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah, that's what I did basically. I made it through the third one and then I just stopped.
Yeah. So you text me and I was like, oh yeah, I should. And I had seen that Dead Reckoning is now streaming. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna join my friend Joe on this journey. And so last night I watched Rogue Nation as well, and yeah, it's fucking great.
It's so good.
It's definitely my favorite of the ones that I had seen up to that point.
Yeah.
And much like the Fast franchise, like, I definitely get some of them conflated in my head, so I wasn't quite sure which one this one was.
Yeah.
The only things I remembered about it were, I think the scene where he does do some drifting.
Yes.
Takes place after sort of being brain dead for like a minute or two.
Yes. Yes.
And I remember when I watched it the first time, that was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Because it's Tom Cruise still being, badass Tom Cruise, but also being a fuck up at it too.
Yeah.
And
He's
it's
goofy.
Great.
It's awesome. He's like, where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, I had never seen this one before. I had initially seen through Ghost Protocol.
Okay.
And I didn't remember anything about Ghost Protocol, so it was basically like watching it again for the first time.
Yeah.
And then this one was completely new to me. And the underwater sequence is thrilling.
Yep.
And then the car chase immediately after it. I knew that he hung on the outside of an airplane.
Yeah.
But that was still fucking awesome. It's just Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner.
I totally forgot he was in the fifth one.
And Jeremy Renner is such a block of wood with nothing to do in the Marvel movies. But he's so fun in these.
He really is.
How?
He comes to life.
Why? Why can't Marvel get this from him?
I don't know. I thought he was fine in the Hawkeye series.
He was good in the Hawkeye series, but in the movies,
he's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's got a sense of humor. It's all in the writing, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, that helps.
Yeah, but he's great. Rebecca Ferguson is amazing.
Oh my god. A new crush.
Yes. Yeah. Simon Pegg is fantastic.
Yep.
Ving Rhames still hanging around. I love it. Rogue Nation was so good.
It is fantastic. And little secrets. Before you came over today, I started watching Fallout.
Nice.
I wanted to watch it immediately after I finished Rogue Nation.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's 9:30.
These movies also get progressively longer.
Yeah. I was like, I cannot stay up another 2.5 hours.
The only thing that I know about Fallout is Henry Cavill cocking his arms.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited about.
I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it's the first Mission Impossible sequel that feels like an actual sequel.
Okay,
it's a continuation.
Okay,
of the story from Rogue Nation. So,
nice.
So
yeah, I mean, Christopher McQuarrie, same director, same writer, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I felt like Rogue Nation was a pretty decent sequel to the events of Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
Especially with the nuclear warhead that they disarmed.
Yes.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see it becoming more serialized.
Yeah, it's definitely becoming more cohesive. I feel like I didn't love 3, but it was fine.
Yeah.
But I have noticed, watching these, that I guess J.J. Abrams got his fingers into it after directing one, and so he produces the rest of these, which I'm sure is probably just more in name than anything else.
Right,
It's the Tom Cruise show.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this scene in Rogue Nation, it's right after Tom Cruise nearly dies.
Yeah.
Where Simon Pegg is looking at it and is like, I appreciate everything you've done for me, but one day you're going to push it too far. I really feel that was Simon Pegg himself talking directly to Tom Cruise.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what the life-risking stunt in Fallout is, but I'm excited to see what it is. Don't tell me.
Okay, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to say there's 2.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Oh, you know, say what you will about Tom Cruise and Scientology and all of that, but fuck, the man knows how to make an entertaining movie.
You know, I used to just, I think we've talked about this when we've done Collateral.
We did Collateral, yeah.
I don't know if we've done any other Cruise movies.
I think that's it.
Okay. But yeah, I used to sort of have just sort of an overall negative view of him. And there are movies of his that I've enjoyed, sure, and I don't think he's great in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And part of it is kind of the same problem that I have with Vin Diesel in these movies, is that he's always got to be the hero.
Right.
Which is why, that scene in Rogue Nation where he's all goofy and wobbly is great, because it's not him being Tom Cruise.
Yeah. There has definitely, as the series has progressed, a very much like, Ethan Hunt is the IMF.
Right, yeah. But, like, watching Rogue Nation yesterday and Fallout, today, just, like, do I like Tom Cruise now?
Yeah.
Like I definitely don't have anything against him anymore. And then, yeah, there's the whole Scientology or whatever. And he is a weirdo, and quite possibly a sociopath of some sort. But he's got charm and charisma.
Yeah.
And it definitely seeps through. And yeah, it was weird watching both of those while also watching these Fast movies and just sort of seeing some of the parallels between the two.
Yeah.
Particularly between its 2 stars. And just how much charisma Tom Cruise has and how little Vin Diesel has.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, it is.
Good just action movies time for both of us.
Yeah. Like I said, I did watch a sort of Skinamaxy type horror movie the other day, and then that was fun too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was called Suitable Flesh.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, it stars Heather Graham.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's weird.
Wasn't the director of that was, I believe, on Scott Hasn't Seen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I forget what movie they did. But,
I don't remember either.
Yeah. But yeah, he was on there talking about the movie. That's
Yeah.
where I first heard of it, and it's on Shudder, so
Nice.
I give it a shot. Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
next week is
next week.
Fast and Furious 6.
Yes, F6.
Nope, just Fast and Furious 6.
Oh, just Fast and Furious 6. Okay.
Yep. No, they go back to sort of real titles for a few.
All right. Well, until then, vroom vroom Eric.
Vroom vroom Joe.
And I hope that you keep living your life a quarter mile at a time. Good night.
Thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. You can subscribe to the show directly at our websites view.guttertrash.net or on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit our website at view.guttertrash.net for information about our Twitter and Instagram. Once again, thank you for listening to The Viewmasters. We'll see you next time.